Hello, class. We're here again, this time discussing Chapter 7. And for our discussion this week, we're asked, how can you apply Chapter 7 in your personal and professional life? So, from Chapter 7, the main takeaway that I got from it was kind of dealing with the positivity, and the negative as well. More specifically, they start to talk about the positives, or multiple positives for every negative. Um, So obviously for your personal life, this one is gonna be seen a lot more than your professional life. Uh, Straight from the textbook, they do say you cannot remedy a negative experience by simply adding a positive one. It's not one for one. So instead, you're gonna need three, five, or more positive experiences for every negative. In other words, one positive does not cancel out a negative. So you are gonna need more, or at least a couple positives to overcome a negative. And I think that for our personal life, this one is, seen a lot. When you do a lot of good, I feel like no matter what, you're always gonna, end up having some type of event or mishap that's gonna obviously be a negative. Um, and then it kind of depends on us how we're gonna, bounce back from it. Um, I think just focusing on the positive, like how they said, you do need more positives to overcome one negative. Um, So for our personal life, I think that, as long as you focus on the positives, even though, there can be mishaps or events that are negative, as long as you focus on the positives, and then we're gonna be good. And then for our professional, or at least, yeah, for the second part discussion, it said for your professional life. I think this does also kind of apply to, the workforce, or any type of, professional activities or experiences you're going to be experiencing. um, just like in any job, you are going to have, the positives and the negatives as well. um, I think that in your professional life, if you do have more negatives, let's say at work, it's just like mishaps or incidents that just keep stacking on top of each other, then this can also be an indicator that you need to find another job, or like workplace. um, I think that in our professional lives, um, we do see more of the negatives. um, but obviously, in your workplace or your job, you try to focus on the positives as well, even though it is harder since it is, your job. um, but yeah, I think for our professional life, um, it's kind of it kind of goes along with the personal as well. Kind of just focusing on the positives. um, and like I mentioned, obviously at the workplace it is a little bit harder to see the positives, because it is part of our job. So we do focus on the negatives, but as long as we focus on the positives, I think that everything will be fine. Um, and yeah, that's about the main takeaway I got from Chapter 7, or at least that I could apply to this discussion. And yeah, thank you for your time.